Hopefully everybody heard what I said at the end of the last stream. So come here and refresh the page for the post game. I don't know. I knew that our offense wasn't good. I really thought I really thought that our defense was going to be able to stand up there at the end. And I thought, you know, when we won, see, that's why I'm stupid. That's why I'm stupid. Because when we won the coin toss in overtime, I thought, you know what? We got this. Give it to Zeke, round and pound down the field. It's good. Yeah, I don't know. It says, bro, Dak sucks. I'm like you. I rode this Dak shit to the end, but tonight I'm off that scramble on. Tonight I'm off. That scramble on 4th and 15 was too bad. Superman, Batman. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Dak was thinking, and that's the thing that people don't get. That's the thing that a lot of people that watch me. Something got misconstrued somewhere. I've never been what you call a Dak rider. You know, giving Dak passes, giving Dak excuses. All I've ever said is that the problem is bigger than Dak, and you get rid of Dak, it's not gonna. Dak didn't get enough help from receivers. Sidney Eubanks. Yeah. That's been my entire point. The entire time. Bullshit play calling. Silva 28-17. Defense did all they could to keep us in the game. Offense can't produce. That's what I said. That's what I said. I know that because of the late game blunder that the defense had, people is going to blame them. Because you gave up 49 yards to Hopkins, and nobody can fucking tackle. And yeah, by all means, that shouldn't have happened. But we shouldn't have been in that position. We shouldn't have even been in fucking overtime. This is Houston. Why the fuck are we taking Houston to overtime for? Do you guys realize, what was that 3rd and 1 putting Beasley behind Zeke? Did they think they would fool anybody? What is... Do you guys realize we're probably about to be 2-4? We're probably about to be 2-4. I don't know if you people realize that. I don't know if you people realize what that means. Linehan needs to go. I don't care. Somebody needs to go. That was BS. He needs to die. I get that, but at least needs to be looking down the field, take a sack, or throw a pick. It's 4th quarter with 35 seconds left on the clock. Guys, the offensive line wasn't any help the way Texas D was flying around all over Dak. Do you guys understand? Do you guys get? Where was the defense tonight? I don't know what game you were watching. You probably just turned it on in overtime. Defense is the only reason that game went to overtime. Guys, if we get, you know what's probably going to happen? You know what's probably going to happen? Because this team is bipolar and likes to give its fans heart attacks. I'm going to make a prediction right now that we're going to beat the Jaguars. For some stupid reason, somebody's going to pull something out of their ass and we're going to beat Jacksonville. And then we're going to use that game, and we're going to look back on the, you know, the previous games. We're going to say, okay, well, where was, you know, and then we're going to, then the next week, we're going to get blown out the very next week. That's what this team does. That's what this team has always done. We lose to teams we shouldn't lose to, and we beat teams we shouldn't fucking beat. Triple option with the money on the Divas lights out. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he was on either. Offense is horde. It's 4th and 1 in overtime. Why doesn't Jason Garrett go for it? What the hell? Well, I understand. Who said that? Eric Gonzalez. We're pissing about almost every week. I kind of understand where you're going, Eric. But here's the bottom line with that. That very reason, what you said, is exactly why Houston lost last week, I believe. And I didn't watch the game. I just heard about it. So if I'm wrong, let me know. But where you are is you're kind of in the middle of the field. So if you go for it on 4th and 1 and you don't get it, you're pretty much giving the game to Houston. Because all they got to do, you didn't get any points, so field goal wins for them. They're already pretty much basically in field goal range, like 20 yards short of it. So one good pass or a couple of good passes or hell, a couple of good runs, and you're right there. So I understand the mentality of playing it safe. Riot, I lost $230 on my pool. All I needed was Dallas to win and win the pool. Dak is trash, and so are his receivers. Superman, Batman. Bro, I know it's bigger than Dak, but he at least needs to play well, and we lose. He actually plays bad. The Colts is bad, and that's bigger than Andrew Luck, but he still plays well. Dak does not do that. Guys, I'm not going to sit here and defend Dak. I'm not. He had some good plays. He had the one on the, I think it was the last drive of regulation, the long one to Tavon Austin. Dak is getting sacked. Just about any other quarterback in this league, except for the mobile ones, Cam Newton, Patrick Mahomes, guys like that. That's Drew Brees. That's a sack. That's Tom Brady. That's a sack. Hopefully Dallas grabs Colin Johnson or something in the draft. They need a wide receiver. Yes, I would not be against that at all. Hook 'em horns. We back, baby. At least one of my teams. Well, one of my football teams. Stars are doing good too. They blew out the Jets 5-1 last night. They're 2-0 now. New coach got them playing. Why didn't we run Zeke more? How many runs did he have in this game? I'm not exactly sure. I can't bring up the stats right now because I'm recording. But it didn't feel like a lot. It certainly didn't feel like enough. So one of you guys check on that and then let me know. Okay, so I got 27 and 20. Dak has been regressing. Kellen Moore can't help him improve, but his wide receivers aren't helping either. I really think if you put Dez or Dak, we need Dez, and we better not re-sign Lee. He has been good, but he actually is more injury prone than Romo. I agree. I'm about done with Lee. He's good. He's good when he's there, but he's just not there enough. And then we got to scramble for what to do. Oh shit, Lee's hurt again. So now what are we gonna do? And then we got to scramble guys. They got Van Der Esch. They got Jalen Smith. We draft one more good linebacker. We're set back there. So looking at the stats now, Zeke had 20 for 54 yards. Yeah, 20 carries, even though he only had 54 yards on those 20 carries, so he's just under 3 yards a carry. See, people do this thing, and I don't know why they do this. The season is over. Garrett couldn't even follow the plan to run Zeke at least 20 times. If I were Jerry, I'd fire Jason Garrett right now. Well, you're not Jerry, and that's exactly why Jason Garrett isn't going to get fired, because he just wants somebody that's going to listen to him. It's been the same thing we've always done since I was a kid. We get all hyped up, and then we plummet. This makes me sick. Well, I haven't been hyped up since week 1. I was hyped up for week 1, and then I've been hopeful. Now I'm not even that. This is what I told you. Didn't I tell you guys? After the Lions game, I said, I'm not saying that we're back. It's going to take more than one big game, for me to think that something is going on because we played kind of good against the Giants, and then we turn around and shit the bed the next game. So, do you think Dak may get benched? I think he's the best we got, but the play calling is bad. And let's just try and get a spark. I don't know if Dak is going to get benched or not. I will say I think that's a mistake because you got to look at who we got behind him. I know that Dak's not the best quarterback in the league. I get it. But who else are you going to put in? Cooper Rush? Tyler Hill, HTTR. Okay. Who are you going to put in? Cooper Rush? Mike White? Neither one of those guys is going to be any better. What are you going to do? You're going to go get a guy? Trade for who? Nobody's available. Scott Linehan play calling is so basic. It feels like I'm playing the rookie on Madden and 5 plays over and over and over again. I'm done with Scott Linehan. I've been done with Scott Linehan for a long time. Dak sucks. Same Darren. I've been done with Scott Linehan for a long time. I've been done with Jason Garrett for a long time. They can't coach Dak up. See, here's the thing with Dak. You got that beautiful ball down the field to Tavon Austin, and he avoids a sack. I said during the live stream when it was happening, that I actually had flashbacks from the Super Bowl, Eli Manning with David Tyree on the helmet catch. Give Dak Prescott 21 was offensive coordinator and quarterback coach, and Dak would be balling. I said it when it happened, like that. And then he has stuff like where he runs out of bounds, on the 4th down. And I said this, and it didn't end up mattering in regulation, but I said it when it happened. I don't know what he's doing there, running out of bounds. First of all, the scramble was stupid in the first place, but then to run out of bounds, there's a minute 10 left. You already know you're probably not going to see the ball again. So stay in bounds, give yourself up, whatever you got to do, but go down, let the clock run down, and then our defense only has to hold strong for a minute as opposed to 2 minutes. Like I said, it didn't matter. We got to overtime anyway. But still, that's the things that Dak does, that I don't understand. But then he turns around and he has that absolutely avoids a sack, gets the ball down the field to Tavon Austin. Is Cooper Rush going to give you that? Is Mike White going to give you that? Is any quarterback that you could go out and trade for right now going to give you that? All right, let me check up on comments here. Romo for head coach. You guys need a 3rd down specialist back to go down with Zeke. Damn, bro, I'm pissed. I don't blame Prescott. I blame the coaching. Look at Pat Mahomes at Kansas City. Think if he was our quarterback doing any better. Hell yeah, Romo for coach. The play calling of the Cowboys has been atrocious. Just idiotic play calling. You look like Cole Beasley. Mahomes is way better. I agree with that. 4th and short, they should have went for it. I don't agree with that. Houston isn't even that good, and we still lost. SMH. The offense is awful. If losing out means getting rid of Garrett, I'm all for it. Okay, here, I'm going to comment on that right there. Who's that? Paul S. I'm going to comment on that. I agree. I agree completely that Jerry Jones, that where am I at? Jason Garrett, sorry, should not be here. But, like I said, we're going to lose out. We're going to tank the season. And we're going to get rid of Jason Garrett. We're going to get rid of Dak. We're going to get Justin Herbert from Oregon. We're going to get some other coach, some other offensive coordinator. I actually don't make every excuse for Dak. DeJuan Hickman. If you watch the live stream, of the game, you would know that. Or really, if you've watched any video that I've ever put up, like literally ever, I'll be the first to come on here and tell you that Dak isn't the best football player in the world. All I'm saying is it's over his head at this point. It's over his head. You guys realize how long this has been going on? You guys realize how long this has been going on? Cowboys are shit. Go cry about it. Okay, Harrison Live 05. I'd like to see your videos. I agree, coaching sucks. Still drafting QB. I'm not be against drafting a QB at all. Dak is an issue, but it's bigger than Dak. It's coaching. We will always be mediocre, but Gary. This is people need to watch your vids before they say stupid stuff. Which one of those wide receivers are all pro? Did you say tank the season? It's the same movie every single year. No banter. I never suggested that we tank the season. I was responding to somebody else that said we should tank the season, and I was giving an example of what would happen if we did tank the season, which I didn't get finished because somebody else made a comment that I needed to respond to because it was a good comment. But if we tank the season and we get rid of Dak, we get rid of Scott Linehan, we get rid of Jason Garrett, just bring back Gus, see what happens. More 1974, I'm going to comment on that in a minute. We get rid of all these guys, right? Get Justin Herbert out of Oregon. Get some other coach in here. It's going to be the same thing. It's going to be the same thing. Jimmy Johnson got fired after winning 2 Super Bowls. And then Barry Switzer comes in and wins another Super Bowl with a lot of the same players that were on Jimmy's team. That was the team that Jimmy built. And then he won a Super Bowl. He's like, oh, well, maybe Jerry Jones knows what he's doing. You know, you still won a Super Bowl without Jimmy. Because all of Jimmy's players were still there. That's fucking why. Jimmy Johnson got mad because Jerry Jones said, you know, I want to run the team. And Jimmy Johnson was like, fuck you, run the team. I just won you 2 Super Bowls. You let me be a coach. You go back there and be an owner and sign the checks. And you let me coach the team and do my job if you want more Super Bowls. Jerry wasn't for that. Jerry was not for that. So Jimmy Johnson's gone. Then you fast forward. Now Tony Romo comes in here from Bill Parcells and Sean Payton. And they dealt with all the shit too with Jerry. Bill Parcells finally got tired of it and split. Sean Payton finally got tired of it and split. Took the head coaching job to the Saints. Took them to the fucking Super Bowl because they got Drew Brees off the Chargers. So now the guys that brought statistically the best quarterback in Cowboys history to us aren't even with the staff anymore, right? Now you give Romo Wade Phillips. Wade Phillips gets fired halfway through 2010 because we had a lot of issues, but it wasn't only on coaching. But Wade Phillips gets fired halfway through 2010, and then we turn around and we bring Jason Garrett in a year. And one season, 2 seasons, but with Romo, 1 season, Jason Garrett had a good season. It's 12-4 in 2014, and Jason Garrett's ass was on that hot seat because we had just went 8-8, 3 years in a fucking row. Then we go 12-4, the whole thing with the desk catch happens, and in Green Bay, people are like, oh, well, you know, that should have been a catch. We should have been playing for the NFC Championship. I can't really fire Garrett for a game that we should have won, so let's keep him here, and blah, 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 fucking blah. Getting rid of Dak is not going to accomplish anything. Getting rid of Garrett is not going to accomplish anything. The only thing that's going to accomplish anything is if Jerry Jones fucking hits his head and realizes that he's been so wrong for so long and says, you know what? Maybe I should let a football coach actually coach the team instead of trying to coach and just looking for a coach that's just going to be my puppet and do whatever he wants to do because clearly this franchise is a fucking laughingstock and I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. But you got a better chance of a monkey falling out of my asshole right now than that happening. But just to troll us, I would not be surprised at all if we beat Jacksonville. I wouldn't be surprised at all. And then the fan base is going to get all hyped up about, woo, we beat Jacksonville, we're back. We're back, we figured out the offense, it's all going to be okay. And then I'm just going to be sitting here like, and then we're going to get trashed the next fucking week because that's what this team does. Yeah, this ain't got nothing to do with Frederick. Fire the owner. I don't know that that's possible. Jerry Jones doesn't want to coach with balls. Jerry Jones is the main culprit. I'm a Pats fan, but I love your site. I think Dallas will be fine when they beat Jacksonville next week. Nothing but facts. This line ain't the same without front. Looney's playing well, though. Seems like we're always on 3rd and long. That's what's killing us. I'm still confused with Anthony Brown being on Hopkins on that play. How many times will he clap his hands in this video? OU is 100, whatever that means. Jerry Jones needs to give up the team. See, here's the thing. Zeke having to make moves in the backfield used to get a couple of yards untouched because we as fans come together and get a petition to fire Jerry Jones. Here's the thing. People talk about my clapping. I know that this isn't going to do anything, but I'm going to say it anyway. If you don't like the fact that I clap my hands and I talk with my hands and I stomp around and I yell and all this stuff, you ain't got to watch the video. But I know that you're still going to watch the video because you're no different than those people that go search for videos that they know they're not going to like. Like, for example, I think Britney Spears is stupid. Therefore, I'm going to go search for a Britney Spears video on YouTube and take time out of my day when I could be doing something I actually want to do. But my life is shit, and I got to be a troll, so I'm going to go find a Britney Spears video who I know I don't like and comment on it and bash her fans and tell them how stupid they are for liking something I don't. All you people that complain about my clapping and everything else that I do, it's the same people every week. If it bothers you that much, why the fuck are you here? Because you have no goddamn life and you gotta come up on here and hate on somebody. I don't see any of your fucking videos. Where's your fucking videos at, Oregon Ducks? I ain't gonna say your number. I ain't shouting you out. Fuck you. We're 100% beating Jacksonville on Sunday though. We are because that would be such a Dallas Cowboys thing to do. Just pull something completely out of our ass and win a game that we're supposed to get blown out in. And then, like I said, all the fans are going to get hyped up about, oh, we beat the Jags, we're back, we're going to the playoffs. But I would just be here like, all right, I'm going to talk about the Dez thing, and then I'm going to get out of here. The thing with Dez, Dez said that he would rather come back to the Cowboys than play anywhere else. Now, there's a chance that he may have only been saying that because he got 2 offers from the Ravens and the Browns. Well, he got 2 offers from the Browns, actually. He got an offer from the Browns and turned it down. He got an offer from the Ravens. He turned it down. And then the Browns offered him more money, and he turned that down. And then he's talking, I would rather pay for Dallas than anywhere. And then Jerry Jones said that's probably not going to happen. Here's the thing on Dez coming back. I would not be opposed to Dez coming back. He can't be opposed to anything at this point. But the thing with Dez is that, just like I said, it was bigger than Dak. It's bigger than Dez too. Dez had, after the Carolina game, they said it was like 5 out of our last 11 games. 5 out of our last 11 games, we had gotten less than 10 points in the game, and 5 out of our last 11 games after week 1. So that goes back to last year, which Dez was here for. Which I know people are going to talk about, Dak and everything else. But Dez had 22 straight games without 100 yards that he played in, and he missed. He had missed some games because he had been hurt. So that goes back even to when Romo was here. Before Romo was hurt, Dez was kind of regressing too. And I personally, I don't think he's been the same since that since that catch. I haven't seen the same Dez since Green Bay. But that's just me. But we can't act like having Dez back is just going to make a world of difference because we had Dez last year, and we had Dez the year before that, and we had Dez the year before that when Romo got hurt, and then Matt Castle. Matt Castle's a good quarterback. Brandon Whedon ain't, but Matt Castle is. Matt Castle won 11 games for New England when Tom Brady went down. He went to the Chiefs with Andy Reid to get into the playoffs. And then came here, and then he didn't do anything. He had Dez. And Dez missed part of that year with a foot injury. I don't know. At least Dez can catch. I agree. I completely agree. I am not opposed to bringing Dez back at all. I'm not opposed to anything at this point. But if your idea is to bring Dez back to try to save our season, then I do not agree with that, because if we, by some miracle, limit to the playoffs, who the fuck are we going to be? Dez would be the best wide receiver on this team, hands down. Yeah, he would. But to be fair, I would be the best receiver on this team if I was on it. A lot of you would probably be the best receiver on this team if you were on it. We're hurting for receivers right now. But I'm not as mad as I thought it was going to be, because I guess in the back of my mind I was kind of ready for it, prepared for it, I guess. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'll do a breakdown video of this whole debacle tomorrow or later on this week. I don't know what you guys think about the live streaming. I personally like it. It's a little bit more interactive. I can talk to you guys kind of more, actually with you guys, instead of just, uploading a video and then y'all comment on it and then I go respond to your comments on there. This is my first time ever doing the live streaming thing, my first day. I live streamed the game from like the second half on, because there had been some people in the past that had kind of told me, hey, you should start live streaming. I saw something about Bryce Butler. Yeah, Bryce Butler is way underutilized. Yeah. But anyway, so I started live streaming and everything, and I didn't announce. Nobody knew I was going to do it. I didn't announce it to anybody that I was going to be live streaming. I was just watching the game, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's just try to live stream. And then I had some people join in on that. People were getting in on it, so then I was like, you know what, I'll live stream my reaction too. So at this point, my plan is that my preview videos are going to be uploaded, but I'm going to actually live stream myself watching the game, and then my post games are going to be live streamed as well. And then later on during the week, I'll actually upload a preview video or a breakdown video, and then a preview video for the next week's game. But thank you guys for being here and watching. Let me just go back and look at the comments one more time. Live stream, it's all good. Just got to have thick skin. It's the offensive play scheme, bad play calling. I'm just trying to double check on the comments, make sure that somebody didn't give me a really good nugget that I live in Houston, now I got to deal with Texan fans. Thanks, Jason Garrett, for nothing. How many 300 yards game Dak's got? I've already commented on Dak. Rewind the video. Defense is balling right now. Does can't hurt. These wide receivers have drops and tips everywhere. Okay, so I've pretty much talked about everything that's being commented on. Once again, big shout out to Jalen Smith. If Jalen Smith isn't on this team, time. Shout out to Rico Gathers for the big catch. I would still like to see him utilized more. Shout out to Taven Austin for his big catch. I would like to see him utilized more. I don't know why we bring in this speedster. We bring in this big, tall basketball player guy for tight end, and there's all this hype around both of them, and then we're just not using them. And then even when we use them, we use Rico Gathers, and he gets the big 36-yard gain, and then what for the rest of the game? Nothing. How many times did we throw it to Tavon Austin today? And we're not using Zeke. We're not using Zeke. And this is the point that I forgot to make earlier. That if you play against, I'm just gonna make this point, and I'm gonna get out of here. If you play Zeke, and yes, Swain did have a great catch too. Thank you for mentioning that. I forgot. Shout out to Swain. Zeke had 54 yards on 20 carries. So people's like, he's averaging under 3 yards a carry in the run. I fully get that if you're talking about a normal running back. But Zeke is good for about 1 home run a game. He's the type of running back that anytime you put it in his hands, he's got a shot to take it to the house. He's just got that aura about him that he can do stuff like that. So the fact that Zeke's not really doing anything, so we need to abandon the run. Like I said, the way that Zeke is, he can take it to the house on any given play if he gets a block, or even if he doesn't get a block, he makes one man miss and he's turned on the Jets and he's off to the races. So even though he was averaging less than 3 yards carry, I do not agree at all with abandoning the run. That was the entire reason why. And this pisses me off. That was the entire reason why we drafted Zeke. That was the entire reason why we drafted Zeke was because of the home run threat. But he doesn't have a good average, so we're going to completely go away from the running game. Why? Somebody doesn't have a good average. That good average ain't going to stop him from taking 80 yards to the house, 3 carries from then. You never know when Zeke is going to break one. People say you can't run on every down. You can't throw it on every down either. We're not using Tavon for what he brought him over here for. We're not using Rico Gathers for what he brought him over here for. We're not using Zeke for what we brought him over here for. We're not using Dak right. We're still trying to make him this pocket passer. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here before I talk for an hour. I've already talked for 30 minutes. Thank you guys for watching the live stream of the game and the live stream of my post game. Like I said, I'm going to live stream the game, and my post game is going to be live streamed from here on out, barring something happens. Watching the game, at a bar or something with somebody. But anyway, thanks everybody. Let's go beat Jacksonville in classic Dallas Cowboys fashion and win a game we have no business winning, so that we can fool our fan base once again into thinking we're back and then get blown out the very next week. Because that's what we do. Jason Garrett always talks about that. We're going to do what we do. That's what we do. Peace, guys.